Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your April 2022 Tarot and Oracle monthly reading. This is going to give you your overview for the full month of April, what kind of energies are coming through for you, and what you can expect to be working with. Keep in mind, Capricorn, these are general readings, so they will not resonate with everyone out there, so take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. So Capricorn, thank you so much for being here today. I am a Capricorn myself, so I love reading for my fellow goats. It is always a fabulous time. I'm also an astrologer, so if you're interested in getting more of the astrological details and forecast for this month, I do have a video link at the end of this that you can click on to hear more about that. I will be focusing more on the cards through this session, but I will touch on the astrology as well. Capricorn, we are in Aries season as we begin this month. Aries is one of the more challenging signs for Capricorn because it does create a square to our sign. However, I would say these squares have a very positive impact in the area that although they can be challenging and create friction, tension, and fire, they can also create extra motivation, extra ambitious drive. And Capricorn, I tell you, goats actually flourish a little bit with a challenge. We don't mind if something says, I bet you can't get to the top of that hill, Capricorn. We're like, watch us. And we will make a plan and we will get there. If we don't care about climbing that particular hill or taking that particular challenge, we'll just walk away from it. But if it's something that we really want, even if it's a little daunting, we will get going on it, even if it takes time. That is true. But watch as we transfer into the Sun in Taurus later this month after the 19th of April. That will put us back into that really sweet spot of a trine to our sign with earthy Taurus. So don't despair. If Aries gives you a lot of challenge for most of this month, some really good times are coming up ahead for the Capricorns. Now let's get into your cards. We're going to pull some Oracle. We're going to do a full Celtic Cross Tarot spread with 2 decks. So let's jump in, Capricorn. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, let's see what we have for our amazing Capricorns out there. Anything they need to know for their highest and best good. Please show us clearly what is coming through for Capricorn, April 2022, please, Spirit. Perfect. I will tell you, Capricorn, I would say that wisdom is one of the biggest keywords ascribed to Capricorn. True story. When I was 5 years old in grade school, this was something, I don't know if schools still do this, but they did it when I was a kid, and they would give every child a character trait, right? It was a one-word character trait, and when I was 5 years old, little old Capricorn child, wisdom was my trait that they gave me. I've never forgotten that. Because all the other kids were getting things like joyful, enthusiastic, happy, bright. I was like, wisdom. Because Capricorn children are so serious. We're old when we're young and young when we're old. And Capricorn, I would say that this is a very typical keyword and attribute associated with you. So your wisdom is really shining through. You're making choices from the long term, from good practical standpoints. I don't think that you're going to be pushed faster than you want to go. I think everything that you do is actually coming from a really strong higher mind. And I don't think it's without playfulness and joy. On the bottom of the deck, the keyword was play. So remember to play, Capricorn. Remember to have a little fun as well this month. But you are absolutely coming from a very strong place. I love that the dragon in this card is also black, because black is such a Capricorn color. We kind of love it. We love it because it's a classic. It always feels good on us, but that is one of our power colors, and I love that your dragon color coming through as a black dragon, because that wisdom energy is just beautiful on you. So let's get into your numerology now. We're going to pick a number, which will also have an associated keyword. Let's see what we've got, please, for Capricorn, April 2022. Adventure. I love it. Number 55. There's something very special about the 5-5. And you know what's very interesting to me, Capricorn, is that I actually feel that this taps right in to that Aries energy that you're going to be feeling, because fives in the tarot, and you know, they're all about action. They're all about movement. Sometimes it's challenging, right? Just like Aries is a challenge to Capricorn, but it is positive. There does come growth from this. And like that playfulness card, be wise, be practical, but also allow yourself to play, to think about having an adventure. I know if you have one, you will plan it out. Capricorns don't usually jump too spontaneously into things. They do like to plan out travel, plan a trip, plan an adventure. But this is very nice, and I love the double numbers coming through. 5-5 for you, Capricorn. If you see that number around you, you know that you are going with the flow, you are in your personal alignment, and you are moving in that direction of personal growth. Let's get into a crystal and chakra card for you. Let's see what is best activated, best to use this month. Aquamarine. Ooh, Capricorn. Now, you know what I'm loving here? Look at the colors lining up with that aqua, that turquoise color, that beautiful blue. Aquamarine is your power crystal, power gemstone this month. The keyword is courage, and it activates the throat chakra. So, wow, this is all about speaking up for yourself, having the bravery and the courage to speak your truth. Capricorn, I see you as a very strong, courageous, resilient sign, but you don't always speak up. Sometimes you kind of keep things to yourself, or you're a little reserved. And so I think you may have quite a lot to say. You may have a lot that you need to get out there. The aquamarine will assist in helping to open and encourage that throat chakra. You could literally wear it in a necklace. Right now I'm actually wearing some Amazonite, which is a similar vibe to the aquamarine. But either way, this is excellent for speaking your truth, having the courage to speak up for what you know is right. Oh my goodness. So let's get next into a spiritual guide, guardian, angel, friend. Let's see what's coming up. Capricorn, please show us who is coming up for Capricorn. Who is going to be helping them and working with them the strongest and the most for April 2022. Beautiful. You know, I pulled this card about 2 weeks ago for myself when I was just pulling some cards, and it is the Master Teacher of Compassion, Jesus, or Yeshua. You know, this is a teacher of forgiveness, compassion, unconditional love, right? And I really feel like, you know, part of your path, part of your journey, Capricorn, is really connecting with that, you know, being forgiving. You know, you may have a lot to forgive. If people haven't been treating you right, you may have a lot to forgive. It doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily stick around and keep taking abuse or keep taking, you know, mean behavior, insults and things like that. That's not what it is. But it is an ability to forgive, to let go, to move on, to see them through the eyes of love, right? And be able to have closure. However that plays out, whether it's, you know, something that reconciles or something that doesn't. But anybody that's connected to him already, you may feel him coming through stronger. And if you haven't connected to Yeshua, to Jesus in a while, this is going to be a great energy. I know that can sometimes be tough for people. You know, if you've had negative, you know, experiences through super traditional or orthodox religious experiences, I've been through that myself. But, you know, the energy of Jesus is wonderful. Like, you know, it's like leave the dogma aside. He is amazing. He really taught love, generosity, giving to those that need the help, right? All about healing, all about unconditional love. Let's get into your tarot, Capricorn. I'm excited to see what comes up. We're going to be doing the Celtic Cross. We're going to be using the Angel Wisdom to do the main spread and clarifying with the Modern Witch today. Dear Spirit, let's see what Capricorn's got in their tarot. Let's get a nice full big picture with a lot of clarity for them. April 2022, please. Wow. Okay. Ooh, Capricorn. I feel like there's a lot of movement potentially coming up for you, and it could be very exciting. You are in a place of wanting to be very emotionally wise right now in the center. The heartbeat of your Celtic cross is our Queen of Cups, our Scorpio Queen. So she is very compassionate, very loving, very psychic, very intuitive, very nurturing, but she is also very discerning. To me, whenever I look at cards that deal with queens, I do feel that they teach us certain elements of our boundaries, and this is certainly teaching us emotional boundaries. What is okay with you? What is not okay with you? What lines can people cross or not cross until you just say enough is enough? And you're also being very emotionally discerning this month about who you let in, how much you reveal to them. You know, she is the queen, right? She is the character in the cup suits that keeps the lid on the cup, right? Because she's not just going to allow any old person in, right? It's like the well is not open to all. It's like she has to really, check your character, see who you are, how you are, what you're about. Listen to your heart, Capricorn. This is really paying attention to that. I would say that your friend and family circle is also very strong during this month of April. They're really there for you, maybe more than you realize. Let's clarify Queen of Cups for Capricorn, please. With the Judgment card. Oh, Scorpio energy, big time. This is, both Scorpio power cards here. You could have a Scorpio in your life, or you could simply, have Scorpio in your chart, or be experiencing some very regenerative energy. I will also point out, Capricorn, that Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio that also rules this Judgment card, is in your last degrees of your sign. So that can be playing a big role in the completion of your big transformations here. But this is a very regenerative month. It's a month of second chances. It really is, whether they're being given to you or you're giving them to someone else, because the Judgment card is all about revival, right? It really is. It's about coming back to life after death. You may have already experienced a major transition, a death, a loss, a breakup, something like that, and you felt like there's no way that this can revive. It's dead in the water. I'm not going to get a second chance. And then boom, Spirit starts granting that to you. It's a great potential for healing, regeneration after destruction and pain in a difficult cycle. In the immediate past, all is not bad though, Capricorn. You've had a lot of good things happening for you with the Star card in the past position. Strong Aquarius energy here. And to me, this is like the light in the dark. And you've been going through a dark tunnel for a long time. Us goats have been going through this for a minute. And I do feel like the corner is starting to turn, whether you're completely aware of it or not. For some of you, I could see that it could be more subtle. For some of you, it's like, boom, something has come through, like a big gift. And you're like, oh, finally, I didn't even expect it, right? It's like, it's sort of like amazing. Because Aquarius energy is electrical. It's like a lightning bolt. And sometimes it really does hit that strong. But it's very positive. It's positive changes after a long time of challenge. And you have been through it. You may have been fighting with an Aquarius with this Five of Wands there. There may be skirmishes, arguments, struggles, challenges. That could have been happening as well. But I do think, yeah, you've absolutely gone through some turmoil. Five of Wands is usually little arguments. It's not usually end-all be-all fights, but you've definitely been feeling the tension. Even with these good things coming around you, you've also had a deal of anxiety and tension to deal with. So going into the future, Capricorn, your card is the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This is an energy of travel, adventure, excitement, restlessness. I do feel like you're getting kind of restless. You've really been hunkering down. You've been working hard. You've been doing your thing day in and day out very consistently. And with that adventure card coming up in this reading, I just feel like travel, movement, going and doing something that you really want to do are coming up. So stay open to that, Capricorn, especially after we pass into the second half of this month, because I always feel like the future is kind of more the second half of the month that I'm reading for. Let's get a clarifier, please, on this. Yes, and I do look at this. I feel like, what you're heading towards, Capricorn, whether you're physically traveling or not, you are moving towards a new life, new manifestations, and you're really creating this on your own, because the Magician is all about creating things out of your resources, your talents, your passion, your feelings, your intuition, putting it all together into something brand new. The real key with the magician is the confidence. That's the magic part of the magician, is that they believe in their ability to do it. Because there's plenty of people out there, Capricorn, you know this, they have the potential. They have what it takes, but if they don't believe they have what it takes and have the confidence to put it out there, nothing happens. So that's the magic ingredient. On the bottom, subconscious energy is the Page of Swords. So you are dealing with a lot of new information. You may be dealing with some contracts, paperwork, things you've got to sign, things you've got to review. So review those very carefully. Look at all the fine details, the fine print. This can also be, you know, an immature kind of energy. Sometimes the pages are youthful, right? Could be a young air sign on your mind, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this in general is a card where you're bringing in a lot of new ideas. And there are a lot of new ideas and information coming your way. And I feel like you're really working through that. And Capricorn, it is quite a shift. For some of you, it may feel uncomfortable, but for others, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like finally something new to look at, something new to think about. Because Pages of Swords bring us lots of info. I'd also say with that card, as you're gathering information, be careful of gossip, be careful of idle chit-chat. Page of Swords can be a little gossipy, so don't believe everything you read on the internet. Don't believe everything that you hear second or third hand. Get it straight from the horse's mouth. Five of Swords, yeah, because you're making some decisions about whether to stand up and fight for something or someone or whether to turn and walk away. Five of Swords is an icky card, I'm not going to lie. You know, you may be wondering about somebody's character. Are they really good for you? Are they even really a good person? Because the Five of Swords can be that narcissistic kind of energy thief personality, the kind of person that really only cares about their happiness, their outcome. They don't mind who they step on. They don't mind who they hurt as long as they get what they want at the end of the day. They're very ruthless. And if you're dealing with someone like that, you may be really saying, you know, is this somebody that I can actually trust or not, right? And you've got to make that decision for yourself, Capricorn. I can't do that for you, but that is certainly something that may be on your mind. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit, Knight of Pentacles. I love to see this because this is Spirit really telling you, Capricorn, you are on the move. You are going forward. There can be travel. There can be movement in your future. But just like a Capricorn, Earth energy on this night, you are going to be very practical. You're going to take out that map. You're going to make sure you know where you're going, how you're going to pay for it, how you're going to do it. And, you know, people may be pushing you fast. They may be wanting to move quicker than you want to, but you know what you're doing. You have that wisdom card on your side. You know what you're doing. The Knight of Pentacles, we jokingly sometimes call him the Turtle Knight because he is a slow but steady wins the race. He's the slowest knight, but he's also the most successful knight because he plans. He definitely has a practical plan, and that is why he always succeeds, where the other knights may not always get to the finish line. Seven of Pentacles, yes, yes, yes. Both very complementary energies. And I think Spirit is telling you, Capricorn, if you feel like you need to take your time to make these plans, definitely do it. One step at a time. Both of these cards bring that energy. The Seven of Pentacles, it's all about growing that garden, cultivating things one step at a time. You can't rush how quick those plants and flowers are going to bloom, but you can do everything you can to make sure that they will in their due course, right? If you plant some seeds and you don't water them, don't give them sunlight, don't talk to them, ignore them, they're going to be like, why should I bloom? But if you take care of them, they're gonna show up for you, and that's the way this works. Let's get into some advice for you, Capricorn. Let's see what we have. How should you handle all this energy? Absolutely, absolutely, Capricorn. Oh my goodness, but what a great reading this is. Suggested approach. Yeah, you definitely need to take some time for yourself. You've got some Virgo energy with that Knight of Pentacles, and now coming through the Hermit, it's a Virgo power card. So, you know, to me, this is a card of recovery, healing, listening to your intuition. You definitely need that healing time for yourself. You may also, this may be time to visit the doctor, get a massage, treat yourselves to some kind of good therapies, because you need some healing. You need some downtime. I know you guys work so hard. I know that Capricorns do, because I do, and I'm such a goat. but this is taking time for peaceful meditation, meaningful solitude, following your truth. That's another big thing about the Hermit. He follows that light, right? Follows that shining star. And the funny thing about that, Capricorn, is that people are really watching you. You're leading by example with this. If they see you, handling things in a calm, practical, peaceful way, it really shows. Clarified by the King of Swords, strong Aquarius king. So, I also feel like you're emotionally detaching. That's very much like you're really, as much as you would love to be super emotional, romantic, sensitive, all that, and I think you have that in you this month with that Queen of Cups. But the suggested approach is to detach, maybe not even from the emotion, but just from the drama, the arguments, the heated conversations. It's just not going to work well for you. You need your peace. You need to distress. Leave the stress behind. No more arguments, no more heated debates, no more emotional, blowouts with immature people, things like that, And a King of Swords is the master strategist, the master planner. I really think that while you're taking this time to yourself, really keeping your own counsel, listening to your own truth, you're going to be making a big plan for the future. King of Swords, the Star, these are all planning for the future. What you need to know is the Knight of Swords. You got a lot of knights in here. So far, 3 out of 4. Knight of Swords is air energy. You need to know that you may have a lot of people coming at you with a lot of information really quick, and they want quick answers. They want movement, and it's a little bit like they're coming at you with maybe a lot of nervousness, anxiety, their own stress. So, choose intellectual responses rather than emotional with this, because you need to review all this information carefully. I do feel like there's a lot of info coming your way in this month of April. Yeah, 4 of Wands, and it may be it may be from a soulmate, twin flame, or romantic partner. They may be really pushing you or really bringing a lot of info at you about, having a home with them or future home with them. Oh my goodness. The 4 of Wands is usually quite a positive card. I don't think it's bad, but I think the way that they may be presenting it could feel very stressful to you, so keep that in mind. Hopes and Fears card is the 2 of Cups. I feel like right now, Capricorn, when it comes to romance and relationships, you're hoping for the best, but you're preparing for the worst. That's not really an uncommon thing for a Capricorn to do, but you're definitely wondering, is this love relationship going to succeed, right? If it's a new love connection, you're wondering if it's going to take root. If it's something old and you've had a hard time with them, you're wondering if it's going to heal. It's very much on your heart. Let's get a clarifier for this 2 of Cups, please. 10 of Wands. I do feel like a burdensome cycle is going to come to a close with whatever you're going through in love. Like you're either going to put it down, you're going to walk away from it, or the heavy times are going to subside and things are going to work out. But either way, I think that the heaviness of this is going to resolve this month. Outcome card, wonderful to see. Look at this, 6 of Wands, victory, success, recognized achievement, Capricorn. Of course, you're a Capricorn. You're going to have a victory. You're working hard for this. You have been working hard for this. And I just feel like however, whatever, soever plays out this month of April, look for a good outcome for yourself. I feel like you're just going to be feeling good. You're going to be riding that wave of energy very high. You're going to feel very happy no matter how it plays out. You're going to do what's right for you, and that's why. Yeah, and look at this on top of this, the 7 of Swords. You have the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords in this reading. You're going to be letting go of anything that's underhanded. And I'll also tell you, you may have quite a few jealous detractors. Like they're looking at Capricorn like, why do they have it so good? It's like, because you had to work for it. They didn't see all that you put into that. But yeah, with the 7 of Swords, I'd always watch out for, soul suckers, energy suckers that are just looking to ride your wave, right? That is what I definitely feel. It's like when you're successful, you're doing great. Oh, here they come. They didn't know you before when you were broke, when you were working hard to get to a better outcome. But as soon as you have a success, Capricorn, you know those kind of people. Here they come. want to be sharing your spotlight. So be careful of that. You know, it's when you shine a bright light, I always say you're going to get bugs. They're always going to come swarming around. So get your bug spray out. Get your fly swatter out. Get ready, because they may be coming around. On the bottom of these two decks, we've got the Two of Pentacles, more Capricorn energy. So this again gets right back into that wisdom and play dynamic that we had at the beginning. Don't be afraid to play, Capricorn. You work very hard, and this is a card that needs life-work balance, right? Three of Wands. Beautiful card of letting your ships come to you, of you not having to chase everything down. You don't have to chase it all down, Capricorn. I know sometimes you feel that way. I know sometimes you are such a go-getter. You're like, I gotta go get this. I gotta go do that. I gotta be there. I gotta that. Three of Wands says, Capricorn, you've put a lot of good hard work into things already. Let the good stuff return to you. Let your investments return to you. Let's get an affirmation on this reading, please, for Capricorn. Yeah, adversity, because this is, you know, especially with that Aries energy, there is going to be some adversity in your life this month. See the gifts and challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. That is the truth. And whatever storms you may, you know, go through, ride the waves, Capricorn. You're going to get through this. Your outcome is amazing. There's going to be a lot of people that wish they were you by the end of this month. That's what I'm feeling. So very, very good stuff. I hope it is amazing for you guys, and I will be seeing you again soon. Take care.